Hi everyone, Pankaj from Sons of Technologies. Another widely asked question in interviews is like, what is the difference between constructor and method? So we'll be discussing in this session what is the difference as well as even the similarities. So let's check on it. So let's see constructor versus methods, means the differences between constructor and method. So the first difference between constructor and method is that constructor must have the same name that of the class name, including the case. So if the class name starts with capital letter, the constructor name also should start with capital letter. Whereas methods can have any name. So here any name means including the class name. So methods can have class name as well as any other name. Then the next question comes is, what if method also has the class name? Then how to distinguish between constructor and method? So here comes the next difference. That is, constructor must not have return type, whereas methods must have return type. So return type is also the other way to identify it is a constructor or a method. Then the third difference is you cannot declare non-access modifiers with constructor. When we say non-access modifiers, it means static, final, abstract, these kind of keywords are not allowed with constructors, whereas we can declare these keywords with methods. Another difference, constructors cannot be overridden. You cannot override constructors, whereas we can override methods. So methods can be overridden. Then the last difference, constructors can be only invoked once per object, whereas methods can be called any number of times on a single object. So based on this also we can decide either the logic to be kept in constructor or in method. If you feel that logic should be executed only once per object, then you can keep that logic inside constructor. Otherwise, if you need to call that many number of times for an object, then we can keep it inside a method. Now let's see the similarities between constructors and methods. So these are the similarities between constructor and methods. First, both can be overloaded, means both can take any number of parameters. So overloading means you can have the same name but different parameters in a single class. So you can have more than one method or constructor with same name and different parameters in a single class. So this is allowed with both constructor and method. Similarly, both supports access modifiers, means you can declare public, private, protected to any of these two. And then finally, both can have any logic. So logic in the sense, you can put the if, else, for loop, you can put try catch block, you can put the arithmetic operations or any other operators you can utilize. So everything is possible inside constructor as well as in the method. But the same thing, depending on the requirement, you can decide you want to put that logic in constructor or in method, as constructor is called only once per object, whereas methods can be called any number of times on an object. And also constructor is called only in the beginning at the time of creation of object, whereas methods can be called after creating an object. Fine. So let's check out the practical on the same. To see it practically, let's go back to Java FAQ folder, opening again in command prompt, and here typing notepad abc.java. So a file is created and here I am typing public class abc. Now first point, constructor should have same name that of the class name. So if I am declaring here a constructor, I must have the same name that of the class name, like ABC here, A capital. And now if I compile this code, let's check out here. I will arrange it in half of screen so that both we can see over here. Now I am recompiling it, javac abc.java. So it's compiling. So this shows that yes, the constructor should have same name that of the class name. But if I try to give it with some change in the constructor name, like example I have given here small abc, and now if I try to compile this code, you can notice the error, invalid method declaration. So if it is not of the same name that of the class name, then it is expecting it as a method. So here, hence the constructor should have same name that of the class name, whereas methods can have any name. Public void display. So I'm just taking a name with display, and now if I compile, yes, it compiles. Second thing, constructor must not have return type, whereas methods must have return type. If I remove the return type from the method, you can see there will be an error here. So you can see it shows an error. So here methods must have return type, whereas we can see here the constructor doesn't have a return type. Remember, if you try to provide return type for a constructor, now it's no more a constructor, it has become a method. So you can check here. Now if I try to compile, it has compiled, but the reason is because it is going to treat it as a method now. So to show the proof, now both of these are actually methods. So if these are the two methods, then there should be a default constructor for ABC class. Just to show the proof, here I am typing javap abc, and you can see now there will be one constructor ABC which is added by default, and these are the two treated as methods. That's why methods can have any name including the class name, whereas constructors should have only class names. Then the third difference, let me remove this return type from here so that it will become constructor. Yeah, now the third difference is we cannot declare non-access modifiers with constructor. Like example, I am trying to declare here, rather than public, here I am declaring this as static constructor, and I will come here and try to compile this code. So I am getting an error, modifier static not allowed here. Similarly, I will try to declare it as final, saved, compile, modifier final not allowed here, and then finally I will declare it as abstract, and abstract methods must not have body. So here I am removing this, saved, and then try to compile. So you can notice the error for all these three keywords. So non-access modifiers are not allowed with constructors. So I am keeping it back to ABC. Let's see doing the same thing here with method. So I am trying to declare this as static method, public static void display, and trying to compile. So it compiles fine. I will try to declare this method as final, saved it, trying to again display, yes, compiling, and here I am declaring it as abstract, as abstract method should not have body. So here I am declaring it and then trying to compile again back. So you can notice ABC is not abstract. Yeah, this error is coming because we have not declared this class as abstract. So yes, if I declare this class as abstract and then compile, so yes, it is allowing me. So this shows that yes, all the three keywords of abstract, static and final, means the non-access modifiers, are allowed with methods but not allowed with constructor. Then the next thing, overriding. So obviously overriding is not possible with constructor because constructor should have same name that of the class name. So when we say so, let me change here this as a normal method. Let's see the demo for overriding. So our next thing, constructors cannot be overridden. So I am taking here class XYZ extends ABC. Now when I say my class extends ABC, obviously the constructor should have same name that of the class name, then only it is allowed. So if I type xyz and try to compile here, yes, it is compiling. But if I try to provide the same constructor name here, thinking I can override it, it will show me error, because the constructor should have same name that of the class name, and here the class name is xyz, but I have given the constructor name as ABC, which will violate the rule of constructor naming. So when I compile it, see, I am getting error. So we cannot override the constructor. But if I try to do the same thing with method, so I am providing the same name, public void display here, and then if I try to compile, so when I compile it, yes, it is compiling. So we can override methods. Then the last difference, constructors are invoked only once per object. Like example, here I am going to give public static void main as a method, string args. I am trying to create object of xyz x1 equal to new xyz. So I am trying to create an object of this class. So yes, I can do this only once per object. So if I try to compile this code, this is gonna compile fine. Yes, but if I try to call this constructor once again by typing like this x1.xyz, assuming I want to call this constructor logic once again for the existing object x1, now if I try to compile, see, I will get an error because it's no more a method. So if I want to call this constructor, I need to create one more object, xyz x2 equal to new xyz, means the constructor is called but while creating another object. So now one more object is created in the memory which is pointed by x2. So this code will compile but not this. So I will just comment this code here and then try to compile. So yes, it's compiling. Now some of the people might say like, this is possible. Now if I try to compile, yes, it will compile. But remember, again in this case, the x1 is just a reference variable. So here this is a statement which will create an object. So this object is created which is pointed by x1, and when you type here new xyz, again one more new object is created which is referred by the same variable x1. So previous reference will be removed and it will hold a new reference of this object. So internally there will be two different objects which will be created. Finally the last one is pointed by x1, but even in this case there are two separate objects created, which means the constructor is called only once per object. So if you try to do this, there will be two separate objects created in the memory. Whereas if the same thing I want to do, that is, if I want to call some method multiple times, then I can call here x1.display, x1.display and x1.display. So if I am trying to call it multiple times, then no problem. So it will compile and it will not show any error. So means yes, we can have the same method invoked multiple times. So constructor is called only once per object, that too in the beginning at the time of creation of the object, whereas methods can be called n number of times on a single object. So hence put the logic which you want to get executed at the time of creation only once in constructor, and put that logic in method which you want to execute multiple times on an object. Fine. So this is about the differences. Now the similarities. So the first similarity, both can be overloaded. So to show that similarity, I'll just come here and remove this from here. I no more need this xyz class also. So let me provide here 2-3 constructors, one with int parameter and one more with string parameter. So I have now here 3 constructors with same name but different parameters in a single class, and this is allowed. So this is an example of constructor overloading. So here it compiles. Whereas if I try to do the same thing with method, so if I try to provide 3 methods with same name display but with different parameters, And now if I try to compile this code, then yes, it's compiling fine. So hence the constructor overloading and method overloading both are possible. So this is the similarity. Second similarity, both supports access modifiers, that is public, private, protected. So already we know we can declare the methods as private and protected and saved it. If I try to compile this code, yes, it's compiling. Let me try doing the same thing with constructor and saved it. And if I try to compile this code, yes, it's compiling. So both of the classes and methods supports the access modifiers, that is public, private, protected. And then the last similarity between constructors and methods, both can have any logic. Just to showcase that, obviously we know inside a method we can put if based on some condition system.out.println hi, else system.out.println hello. So I am printing here by putting some logic, and that too I am putting here in try catch block. So I am just quickly putting here inside try catch block. Just to show that we can put any exception handling logic or any control statements over here in the method. And now if I try to compile, yes, it is compiling. Now similar kind of logic if I try to put inside constructor, saved, and then if I try to compile, then also it compiles. So this finally shows yes, we can have any logic inside constructor or inside a method. So these are the similarities. So hope you have got the answers practically for all of these points. See you with next question. Thank you.